Hey, Joy Tribe, welcome back to the show. It's JOYVILLA coming at you on my show here, and we have our Health is Wealth wellness coach right here, Ravinder Sain. He's joining us again. Welcome to the show, Ravinder.
Thank you, guys. Thank you, Joy.
Yeah, so Joy Tribe, we have a special treat because as we're continuing in this amazing series, we've got somebody who is a coach to thousands of people. I mean, you've coached over 8,000 people, right,
Hmm.
Ravinder? Health, wellness, helping with illnesses, helping, decrease pain, weight loss, fat loss, muscle gain,
Yeah,
all kinds of things, hormones. So in the series, click down below if you want to see the rest of the series. It should recommend it somewhere around here. And also, if you want a free consultation from Ravinder, you can click down below. All his information is down below. I personally work with Ravinder. He's got me on my fasting and changing up my diet so that I don't have such puffiness and all this stuff. So you might be like, Joy, why are you wearing pajamas? So today I'm wearing my pajamas. I purposely left on my silky pajamas because I wanted to talk about sleep.
yeah,
Sleep is a big issue. And Joy Tribe, I love all your comments down below. We've got a lot of thanks, Ravinder, from the Joy Tribe saying thanks for this
lovely.
information. We love it. Yeah. So, sleep. What's up with sleep and how can we make our sleep better? Like a lot of people have sleep problems and issues. And how can they get better sleep? And, why is sleep so important?
Yeah. So, as I have discussed in another video, flight and fight, rest and digest. So, if you see
Mm,
the genetic body, it sleeps when the sun is down. Somehow there's a connection, and that's when rest and digest. Our body has a system called autonomic nervous system. It has two parts:
hmm.
sympathetic and parasympathetic. Sympathetic is flight and fight. We discussed that, and
Right.
second is sympathetic system is flight and fight. Parasympathetic is rest and digest. So when we want to sleep, our body has to be zero stress. Imagine you have an argument with someone and you're trying to sleep. You will not be able to sleep. Why? What happened?
Mm-mm.
You are still in
You're all
fight and flight
hyped up.
mode. Yeah.
Yeah.
So according to what has happened in the last 100 years, the stress levels have gone to totally new levels. All these
Mm.
things we have called cell phones and media, they put news before something has even gone wrong. Remember, like when you were a kid, Joy, there were two or one news channel.
Yeah.
Today
Yeah.
there are 70 channels. They have to cook up news just to be updated.
Crazy.
And all
Yeah.
that news, mostly, I don't believe it's the same thing been turned so many times, which has not actually even happened. Sometimes they even make it
Yeah.
up. So why I'm bringing this up is we have an organ called adrenals. They are glands sitting on the top of kidneys. They are like sitting like this on the top of the kidneys. They are there to make a hormone called cortisol to counter stress. But cortisol
Mm.
makes you awake. It it is
Hmm.
makes you ready for flight or fight. So the stupid thing, it works physical and mental. So let's say you got a bad news. That genetically is understood fight and flight. And your body
Right.
gets into that mode even though it was just a mental thing gone, maybe. So, the
Yeah.
first thing, which is most important thing, which you have to understand, is stress has a direct. It's like you can say, remember that mathematics is inversely proportional. When stress increases, sleep decreases. And the stress decreases,
Yeah.
sleep increases. So, first, foremost,
Wow.
stress. In that, handling people who walk 2 times a day sleep 10 times better than people who don't walk. What does walk
Mm.
does? All the stress is inside the head. Not when I say inside the
Yeah.
head, it's mind. When you go out, you get out of your head. So there is a thing called introspection. When the person is trying to work out something internally, he gets
Yeah.
more and more stirred up because there's
You
only
can get that overthinking too. That's
yeah.
like that overthinking thing
So
where you're like,
you have to
you
go
say,
outside
oh.
and extrovert. So if you walk
Mhm.
and don't do this, don't put the headphones, don't get a chatty person with you when you walk, because then you're again discussing, you're again thinking. Walk's
Yeah.
sole purpose is to get out, gotta get
Yeah.
out of the head. So when
Yeah.
people walk, like I have a policy, usually I do 2 times walk every day. And
Wow.
after dinner, so there will be after like 1 hour or 1.5 after dinner, there should be a walk. You sleep like a baby. Why? Because your
Mm.
parasympathetic rest and digest kicks in. So
Well,
this is
it's
very,
interesting because it's like a walk. I'm a big believer in walks as well. If I can interject, it's because you walk, it's exercise, but
yeah,
it's not just exercise. It's fresh air. Like you said, it's looking out. It's putting your attention outward. So you're looking at things. You're hearing things. Especially if you like. I live in the UK in the countryside outside of London,
oh
and
yeah,
it's
that's
beautiful.
lovely.
Oh my God, it's so nice. It's such a blessing because there's trees and birds and but I'm a walk. I sometimes walk into town from where I like to go and it takes about 40
Yeah,
minutes. I actually been walking
no,
at
that's
night
very good.
every
Yeah,
night. It's an amazing walk. A 40-minute walk is my cardio. And then I also, I just moved into another place. Now I'm closer to the town, but I can walk to the forest and different
yeah, that's
areas.
amazing.
It's so good because the work at the gym is my workout. I'm focused on working out, but it's a different kind of vibe, right? Than a
Yeah,
walk where I have my feelings out. And I do sleep amazing. So walking
lovely.
is one of the biggest tips for sleeping, right?
And if you
Good
have read
sleeping.
some of the big artists who have written their books, they said it increased their creativity, which is very true because you're
Mhm.
mentally more calm. So a lot of
Yeah,
people, I have heard people with that, they have written books who are big artists and they recommend walk is part of their creativity.
I
Like,
like that.
yeah, it's interesting because it settles your mind's the stirred up stuff. So you have space,
Yeah,
room to create.
exactly. So okay,
Another thing.
so walking's good for sleeping. What's another good tip to help people who struggle? Oh, you're
So,
right.
okay,
Bless you.
what happens when you get a bad news? Your heart rate, your breathing goes faster. That is
Mm.
adrenals kicking in. There's an artificial way you can calm them down. Have you seen, let's say somebody's going to get into a fight. What will he do? He will pump himself. What happens? That's manually stimulating adrenals. But you can do counter. So a lot of people who have panic attacks, who get asthma sometimes, we have an exercise, very simple. You have to time it like the maximum time you can take to inhale and the
Mm-hmm.
maximum time you can take to exhale. You got
Let's
to do
try
it
this
five,
together,
7 times.
Joy.
Yeah,
Oh, 5, 7 times. Let's do it once. Okay.
yeah. So it's very slowly in and through the nose, very slow out. It should be through the
Oh,
nose.
through the
Your
nose.
lungs do better.
Okay. I did it before you.
It's okay.
Before we
So
did.
what are we
Let's
doing
do it
is
one more. I
we are
love breathing. Wait,
changing.
let's all breathe together. Let's do it. Okay, everybody. I've heard also count to four. You do that
Yeah,
to count to four. Inhale, count to four.
yeah.
Exhale, count to four.
The slower in, the slower out, the better for adrenals. It soothes them.
Ooh,
And
I
that
like
soothing
that.
will help you sleep. There is another thing,
Nice.
is an exercise you can do. Very few people can do it in the beginning. You exhale everything out, you hold your nose, and you got to do at least 20 seconds or plus.
Oh
That
yeah,
also
we did
shows.
that on another video. I
Yeah.
love that. I actually did that with a friend after our video. I was sharing that with a friend. I went out to lunch, and he's
Yeah.
like, "Oh, let's do it." So we did it together.
Yeah. So these things, they make your adrenals chill. Another thing, what chills
Mm.
adrenals is exercise. When you exercise, your body kicks into flight and fight. We kick that on purpose because after the flight and fight is on, body automatically kicks in rest and digest. So that will strengthen, make it solid, the rest and digest. If you see any good
Nice.
athlete, check his pulse rate. You will be surprised. It will be awfully low. It's always
Yeah.
awfully low. That means he's using all of the oxygen he's taking. He's not breathing too much because that will stimulate too much of his adrenals. That's why they can run and not fall. They don't get pass out. A normal person who's
Breath.
never done anything, ask him to sprint, he might even faint. His adrenals can't take it. So this is another
Oh my
thing
gosh.
that helps a lot. So these breathing exercises.
Hmm.
And as I
It's
said, I
good.
make something called ashwagandha, which is a root of a plant. It's
Hmm.
adaptogen. We use 4 pills a day because it's just an extract
Wow.
of the plant root. Amazing results in sleep. One more thing which has to be touched: low
Hmm.
B1, thiamine.
Mm.
So vitamin thiamine, B1.
Oh yeah.
It's hard for
It's hard
vegetarians
to
and
get.
vegans to get it, but you can get it as a supplement. Or the best thing, I make it. It's called nutritional yeast. If you take
Well,
nutritional
actually,
yeast, it's
B1 is
vegan.
true. B1 is not easy to get in any. It's B12. that is harder for vegans and
Oh,
vegetarians?
vegans, B12 is the most hard, yes.
Mhm.
But B1 also, B1 is not very easy to get, and people who drink too much coffee or sugar, they deplete B1. They
Yeah,
have very, so B1
for
gone low.
everybody.
Yeah, what happens if your B1 is low, you get nightmares. You wake up spooked.
Mm,
Your sleep quality, it's like, let me give you an example. You eat food.
spooked.
Yeah. So let's say you had petrol in the car, but the spark plug is not there. So
Mhm.
nothing to ignite it, fuel into energy. B1 is the spark plug in your body to ignite food, basically. So if you have low
Right.
B1, your energy will be like, and
Yeah.
so that affects your sleep. So these are important minerals. So I'm not asking you to eat wrong things, but the best way to get it is vegan, vegetarian friendly is nutritional yeast. I make it myself. I take it 2 to 3
Wow.
teaspoons a day, and all you need is, it's cheapest. People buy vitamins so expensive, and it's
Yeah.
very cheap. It's like
Nice.
in dollars, you can have like $10 thing will last you 2 months.
Wow. That
Yeah,
is cheap. Nutritional yeast.
nutritional
That's
yeast. Yeah,
good.
it's amazing. It has a lot of B vitamins, not
I've
B12
had
and
that.
B6 too much, but it is amazing stuff.
Good to know. And it
Yeah,
tastes kind of like cheese. It's very much a
yeah.
vegan
It
vegetarian
was
thing
used.
from
It was
hippie
used in
days.
popcorns once upon a time. Yes. Yeah,
Yeah,
to
on
give it cheese
popcorn, it's
flavor.
delicious. It's kind of like a cheesy, they make all kinds of versions of it now. But
Yeah.
yours
Another
sounds
thing,
like the
Joy,
best deal.
10:30,
Hmm.
you should be knocked out. So I know people have got bad habit. There is something called circadian wave cycle. You might have heard of it. It's the person who found out we get 4 deep sleeps every night. The
Hmm.
first deep sleep goes in at 10:30. So you got to be 10 o'clock. If you have lights out, you can catch the first wave. So if you miss that,
Mm.
then you have a lighter sleep. Have you seen sometimes you wake up at the night, then you can't sleep for an hour or sometime? That
Yeah.
is, you woke up at the wrong time of the wave. If you woke up
Mm.
at this time, you can simply go back. So circadian
Nice.
waves, it's good to catch 4 of them if you want fat loss, adrenal support. I know I'm saying it.
Yeah,
I'm
because
myself
human,
guilty. I don't
also
sleep
human,
10:30 time.
you don't sleep that. I know you're like, you're
Yeah,
telling people do as I say, not as I do. Well, I have to say
yeah,
too, also, human growth hormone.
yeah,
You produce it at night, which helps your
yeah.
body in so many different ways. A lot of people have
And
to take it artificially if they have issues, or they try to take it.
oh,
It's like this Hollywood
yeah.
secret. But all you have to do is work out and make sure you get a good sleep.
And
And
don't eat
that
after 7. If you eat at 6 or
that's
7, human
yeah.
growth hormone will not be
You can't.
in presence for 6 hours.
You
So you
can't tell
try,
European.
yeah,
You can't tell
yeah,
Europeans that don't eat after 7. They'll be eating at 8, 9, 10. In Barcelona, they eat at 10. Dinner starts at
I
10.
understand.
It's crazy. So they're also not asleep at 10:30. So some of these
I
things
know.
can help you in your culture. Some of these things might be different. A lot of my audience is American, as I am. Even though I'm in the UK, you're in South Africa, you're from India, I'm from America. I have to say one thing is I've never had problems with sleep. If
Yeah,
I do, it's because like if I've like last night I moved to a new place, so or the day
oh yeah,
before. So I to last night my sleep was really broken, and that is so rare for me. Like I woke up a few times, I had to sleep in. I saw Ravinder, let's do this video a little bit later. I went to sleep at 12, and then I had broken sleep. I like to get 8 hours of sleep.
yeah.
So I woke
It
up
should
at
be that way.
like, yeah, I mean, usually I like to be asleep by 11 and wake up at 7. That's my ideal
That's
schedule.
good
Like
sleep cycle.
it's discipline, right? It's a good sleep cycle. I'm home by 10:30, like in bed by 10:30, usually like, watching videos or texting people, and then I'm asleep by 11. And when I'm asleep, I sleep deep and I'm out, 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 out. But last
Good.
night I was broken sleep. So also, think about to Joy Tribe. Think about your schedule and how what you're doing, and maybe that's also affecting your sleep. And
Yeah.
also, is there some sort of exterior sort of issue? Like for me, I wouldn't start going, oh, I have problems with sleep because I've always had good sleep, and I just because I moved fine. So I also noticed if I drink water, some people can't drink water at night, but I actually need if I go to sleep dehydrated, I will
Yeah.
wake up parched.
That's
Also, my
strange.
sleep won't be as good. Yeah, I need to sleep with water in my body. Even if I wake up to go pee, I'll go right back to bed. To me, it's the best time to get more hydrated because during the day I'm running around. So, I mean, these are just my tips that worked for
Yeah.
me. I love what you said. I love that incorporating this. Also, Joy Tribe, if you have some because a lot of people are not like me. I'm like, people are like, oh, I'm jealous you can get so much sleep, right? And you have so much energy, we're just very high energy individuals, but you guys might have some personal problems with sleep. And a lot of people do have issues with that and
Yeah,
tiredness throughout the day, energy levels. Like sometimes there's this thing where no matter how much sleep you get, you're still tired.
yeah,
There could be an
that's the
underlying
thing.
cause for that.
Yeah,
They're most likely is because that's not normal. The body needs a certain amount of sleep, 7 to 8 hours. Some people need a little more, some people need little less, right? And when you get that, you should be well rested. Sleep is so important. So if you're having issues with sleep and you don't know how to solve them, Ravinder can help you. He can do a body, like he does a little diagnosis on your body. It's free over the phone. Send him some pictures. Like he does a whole thing where he can look at you and tell you really what's going on. And it could be hormones. He'll ask you a few questions. And I mean, the consultation is free and it doesn't take very
yeah,
long, right, Ravinder? Yeah, I
yeah.
think he's consulting somebody right now. He's always
I was.
I knew it.
Yeah.
He's always
So
on it. He's always
I'm
on it.
I'm happy to help. There's a lot you can learn because it's called you find the reason, the root cause, and then the problem is not a problem anymore. Mostly people
Yeah,
are trying to solve another issue. So some people will wake up with a cramp, and you don't know what is going on. It's low stomach
yeah.
acid. Doctor will tell you to take calcium and magnesium, but there's no stomach acid. To, so your
Wow.
food has calcium and magnesium, but you have the stomach acid to digest it. So it's a root cause, simple one,
Yeah.
bingo.
I love it. You're a
Yeah,
holistic practitioner. You hold the whole body. I love that
yeah.
stuff and natural ways to heal the body. All right, so we talked about sleep. I'm in my pajamas, Joy Tribe. Thank you so much, Ravinder. You're amazing.
Welcome.
Appreciate it in this beautiful series. If you guys liked it, let me know. Leave a comment down below. We're always happy to hear from you. I want to hear from you. You can contact Ravinder directly. I'm also working with him. I'm helping all my Joy Tribe. You get me personal one-on-one, coaching as well. Fitness plans, if you need that, let us know because we're
Yeah,
here to help you have the best body, the best year, best mindset, best life, best year of your life. This is your year, Joy Tribe. All
true.
right, we'll see you later. God bless you guys.
Ciao. Bye.
Bye.